So, guess who just saw the trailer for the Wolverine? Oh yes, we're gonna talk about this. Insert inner fangirl squeal now. Okay, hands down guys, I was extremely excited for this trailer when I heard about it, and I heard about 2 days ago that it was going to premiere on Wednesday through iTunes, MTV, and all that kind of stuff, and I just saw it like the morning of, and oh dear lord. First off, and I try to want to make this quick, I'm very excited for this movie on several reasons. One, because let's face it, X-Men 3 and Wolverine Origins kind of didn't satisfy the X-Men Marvel Universe fandom at all. Although I have to say, and fellow nerds will probably persecute me when I say this, but Wolverine Origins, I can stomach it, you know, pieces. But for the most part, I can stomach it. I understand why they did what they did, because it's not just Wolverine's origin story, it's everybody's origin story, and the fact that they had Gambit in it just kind of like, Moving on. But, you know, they needed to get a comeback for Wolverine, and X-Men 3 was just, it doesn't exist. It just doesn't. And, you know, again, I was very, very excited when I knew they were doing the Wolverine and doing, you know, the story arc for when he was in Japan and everything like that. Which I think will bring me to my culminated point here on the trailer that they released. Now, apparently this movie is based off a comic book story arc where he does go to modern-day Japan, and there is this talk about a cure for his immortality. Which, honestly, I am very interested to see this story. Again, Hugh Jackman always delivers as Wolverine. I'm always excited to see him in this role. He is just outstanding actor, period. If you don't already know that, you've been under a rock your whole life. Again, the storyline looks so good. And I'm so excited that this might revitalize what they did with X-Men 3 and Wolverine Origins and kind of reintroduce Wolverine back and bring us back a most beloved character and bring him down a little more human story, a little more depth, and I love that. I can't wait to see that, and Hugh Jackman will deliver it. I have no qualms about that. But just on a nerd base, I'm so excited, and the trailer was really, it left a lot there for me. It left a lot, and I'm really excited for the movie. Can't wait for it to come out. I think my only concern is that, you know, most fans, I think the most talk is like, where does this movie fit into the X-Men storyline that's already been laid out, such as 1, 2, if you have to count it 3, Wolverine Origins and X-Men First Class. Where does it kind of piece in? And the way I take it, I kind of think that this is not meant to actually fit in the X-Men story. It's kind of meant to be its own thing, because it does say in the description of the storyline of the movie, it does say based on the popular comic book story arc, meaning, you know, alternate universe, meaning a rendition, meaning, you know, kind of like, here's what everyone knows in the basic storyline, but this is this arc, this comic book arc that another artist went. At least that's how I'm taking it. I didn't follow the comics all the way through. I don't follow everyone's artistic rendition with the X-Men comics, so maybe if you guys want to leave a comment about, maybe if you know more than I do, please clarify. I am more, let this be a open chat. I would love to know more. But again, as far as I know, it has nothing to do with the current storyline. Again, notice that X-Men 3 and, you know, even First Class had some, you know, holes in there, that not everything was continuous, but for the most part, it was. Even Wolverine Origins, it kind of was like, it kind of went and then didn't, and then didn't again. Because it also deals with a cure for Wolverine's, you know, abilities and his mutant power, which, if we take into account, if we do count X-Men 3 as existing, which I don't, but if we do, then, you know, it would also have to play into the fact, okay, but we've dealt with a mutant cure. If, let's say, you know, Wolverine's story, the Wolverine takes place after Wolverine Origins, which obviously takes place before X-Men, the first one, and he already is looking at a cure in Japan, then by the time the third one comes, and they're talking about a mutant cure, does this make sense? Then again, you know what, thinking about it, if it, let's say it does fit into the story arc movie, you know, continuity that we know, you know, somewhat continuity that we know, and let's say it does fit in there, maybe then it kind of makes sense, because technically aren't we like 3, 4, 5 years behind Japan anyway? So for instance, let's say they offered in this movie, the Wolverine, Japan, you know, this guy's offering him a cure for his immortality and his mutant powers. Here's your cure. Japan came up with it. That was 4 or 5 years ago. And then by the time X-Men 3 came, we Americans, we came up with the mutant cure. Everything's fine, guys. We got this. Again, I might be nitpicking. I'm just trying to understand, is it part of the universe, or are we completely countering it as, you know, separate? I'm counting them completely separate. So my X-Men movies and First Class and even Origins and all that stuff, I'm completely separating from the Wolverine. The Wolverine, I think, all fans, and even non-comic book fans who are fans of X-Men, but not through comic books and everything, should see this as just a new take. But final thoughts, I'm very, very excited for the Wolverine. I'm very excited for this movie. I always love anything that deals with X-Men, Marvel. I am all there. I don't care. I don't care. I will be there. But I would love to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of the first trailer for the Wolverine? Do you think it will live up to expectations? Do you think we'll have another, letdown? I waited like 3 movies and 3.5 movies for Gambit, and I got him in Origins, and I was a puddle in my seat for that midnight showing, let me tell you. So I cannot wait for this movie to come out. It's going to be so exciting. The Wolverine with Hugh Jackman, new X-Men movie. I cannot wait. Until next time.